For those of you who may not be aware, this past week there was a huge development in the Alberta independence movement. This is going to blow your mind. This post here is from the Rise of Alberta account, and I want to break down this post from October 2nd that they shared. This is absolutely freaking nuts, okay? High-level U.S. talks on Alberta independence held in Washington, D.C. Alberta's case for independence was presented to senior American officials, with one officially going directly into the Oval Office afterwards. Who was in the room? The Alberta delegation was led by Jeffrey Rath. The APP's leadership also includes Mitch Sylvester and Dennis Mondry. And on the U.S. side, names were not disclosed. One official reportedly left the meeting and went straight to the Oval Office. This is not a drill, y'all. All y'all thinking that this Alberta independence movement is just bullshit. This is not a drill. This is reaching the highest levels of the most powerful government in the world, the U.S. Immediate recognition of Alberta as a sovereign nation. U.S. officials signaled they could recognize Alberta immediately after a yes vote, regardless of negotiations with Ottawa and their delay tactics. We all know how the current Liberal government of Canada is acting these days. That means independence becomes real the moment Albertans choose it. For those of you who don't know, there's going to be a referendum next year in 2026 on Alberta independence that will be put to the Alberta people to vote yes or no. 51st state option dismissed. The idea of Alberta joining the U.S. as the 51st state was raised. Both sides agreed it was unlikely because it would require approval in the U.S. Senate. The focus stayed on immediate recognition, tariff-free trade, and financing. Okay, that's all cute, but I think in the long term, the U.S. definitely would want to have Alberta and Saskatchewan. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I am an astrologer. Alberta and Saskatchewan have the exact same astrological chart because they were founded on the exact same day. So wherever Alberta goes, Saskatchewan's going to go there too. You guys don't think the U.S. wants Alberta and Saskatchewan? Alberta is the most resource-rich province or state in all of North America. Okay, so it's interesting. 51st state option being dismissed for now. Free trade deal with Alberta. Talks outlined the path to a full U.S.-Alberta free trade agreement, locking in access to American markets for energy, agriculture, and manufacturing. Nice. U.S. interest in independent Alberta. U.S. officials saw that Alberta's independence aligns with their own interests. Alberta would be a secure partner on energy, agriculture, and trade, a reliable ally that strengthens North America and reduces Ottawa's interference. So if you happen to have no idea what I'm talking about here and you're listening and you're like, who's this crazy chick and why is she so excited about Alberta possibly becoming an independent country? Well, if you don't happen to know, I am a Canadian. Shout out to all my fellow Canadians. Canada is one of the most fucked up countries right now. We've got this absolutely crazy government that has been trying to take away our freedom of speech. They locked down the bank accounts of protesters exercising their right to freedom of protest during the Freedom Convoy. They want to put us on a digital ID. They are all sold out to the World Economic Forum. They want you to own nothing and be happy. There's a lot of crazy stuff, okay? I did whole separate videos about that in the past. Maybe I'll have to do other new videos about that, but a lot of freedoms are being taken away in Canada, and a lot of very negative things have been happening in Canada. The country has totally changed in the past 5 years in particular. So a lot of us are unhappy. And this option of Alberta independence is really exciting for Albertans, and I'm sure many other Canadians, as a possible pathway forward. Let's continue on with this very exciting Rise of Alberta update post. This is a part that really caught my attention, which I think is going to catch a lot of your attention as well. Financing Alberta's transition to an independent nation. Proposals included a $500 million U.S. transition loan to support separation costs and a one-to-one swap, converting Alberta's Canadian dollars into U.S. American dollars. Okay. Now some of you are really listening. Also, no tariffs on Alberta exports. Discussions included a commitment to treat Alberta goods tariff-free, ensuring smooth cross-border trade from day one of independence. And last but not least, from this Rise of Alberta account update, the path forward. Alberta's independence is no longer an idea. It is being discussed at the highest levels of power, with recognition, trade, and financing on the table. The world is ready. Now it is up to Albertans to choose freedom and build the nation our future demands. Albertans, my fellow Canadians and people of the world, I'd love to hear from you in the comments section what you think about the idea of the province of Alberta in Canada becoming an independent nation. Very exciting times, lots of big world changes, and lots of people waking up and wanting real deal freedom and exit from these enslavement systems of many of the governments at the moment. Sending lots of love to you all. Oh, and I also do have a video on my Meg Moonbeam YouTube channel, The Astrology of Alberta. I will be doing updates on Alberta and Canada coming up. And so I'll put the link to that Alberta astrology video in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching.